Riana is a motivational speaker and newspaper columnist, my relationship coach for the Pineapple newspaper of Delray Beach and Boca Raton. And she also belongs to both cities' Chamber of Commerce. Her app, My Relationship Coach, is free to download. Introduce Riana.
Thank you, Ed. Appreciate it. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I love this venue. Thank you to the N2 Wine Bar, Ron and Kyle, for hosting us here. It's a nice, intimate little setting. It's not too big. And my purpose is, with reaching you and teaching and coaching, is to help each one of you, and hopefully you walk away with some inspiration for change and growth, and just feeling better about yourselves and doing some deeper thinking about the changes you would like in your life. By starting with the initial question, are you happy? We're all living life, but are you living a life that you love? And this is not all the time. We get so caught up in our daily routines. But when you look at it, the three primary relationship topics we're talking about tonight, which is family, primarily parenting, work relationships, and love relationships, if they're all together happy, we have a very blissful, blessed life. Everything feels amazing. But if one of those relationship dynamics is askew and not happy and stressful every day of your life, whether that's being afraid to come home to a toxic partner, or staying awake at night because you're worrying, should I go or should I stay in this relationship? Or if you're going to work every day with a boss who's a tyrant, who's difficult, or a coworker who bullies you, or you have a 15-year-old that's screaming at the top of their lungs because they're angry and you can't figure out why, or you have a 20-something child that just isn't leaving the house and your hopes and dreams for him or her just isn't where it needs to be. These are all things that cause worry, stress, anxiety in our lives. My booklet, Beyond Your Dreams, From Fear and Doubt to Personal Power, Purpose, and Success, talks about being your best self. The first two topics on work and parenting relationships come from that book. Came out a year ago. It is in Barnes & Noble stores, and it's currently rated 5 stars, so I'm really thrilled. It's helped a lot of people. It benefits my daughter's charity, who puts water wells in Africa, and she is currently in Africa, Tanzania, putting in wells 11 through 13. She started this charity at age 20 by herself and with her best friend. Love Beyond Your Dreams, Get Free of Toxic Relationships to Have the Love You Deserve. And that book came from my research because I needed it. I was very successful in business and still am. I was an amazing and still am a great parent with 2 amazing, beautiful daughters who are very successful. So I was successful in all those areas of life. My life was blissful. But I couldn't figure out why wasn't I getting love right. And I didn't get it because I'm really like a nice person, you know, and I love really honorably, and I can be trusted, and I'm fun, and I try to dress attractively. I'm thinking I'm doing all the right things. I don't get it. Why am I not attracting the right people? I wanted to find out, and I have a triple master's degree, and they never went into quality relationships and what to look for. So at 50 years old, I just said, I'm going to take this project on myself. And after a relationship situation in 2008, I read over 200 books. I was reading like a fiend. I needed answers because I was determined to find love in my life that worked, and the right person. It was about choosing the right person this time. So that book contains 150 references and quotes from the top relationship coaches, experts, and on top of it, I took an extra 3 years of full-time education to be a certified relationship and life coach. Because if I was struggling and my clients were struggling, someone had to have the answers. So I was determined to figure them out. And that was a 2.5-year search for me that ended with the publication of that book and my celebration move to Florida. So the 4 topics in that, and I'm going to cover that tonight: how to spot the emotional manipulator, how to stop the cycle of dysfunction and abusive relationships, how to save and reinvent yourself, and how to heal from a toxic relationship, how to find and have a healthy, emotionally evolved relationship. So if I were to coach you, everybody's program is individualized and separate. Nobody is the same because nobody's issues and problems are the same. Characteristics of a healthy work relationship. These, no matter what position you're in, are very essential to have. The first is trust. You have to trust your position, trust yourself in the corporation, and trust your management team. It should be a reciprocal relationship. Mutual respect, the same thing. If you're not with a boss who respects you and is interested in your point of view and your value, then you're not at the right corporation. Don't be afraid of change. Americans work 50 to 70 hours a week. This is so important to feel that you have respect in your position and you're heard. Mindfulness on the job means paying attention to your emotional self-control. That you're not in there bringing your negativity from, if you are in a negative relationship, into the workplace. You're not telling people your personal business, which could degrade your value to your bosses and your coworkers. And keeping an eye on your emotion. You know that you're well balanced, you're not having temper, you're happy and a positive person to be around. You welcome diversity in people's different cultures and backgrounds and points of view, because we all have something we can teach and learn from others. And the last is open communication. You want to be able to speak your mind, be creative, and present your ideas, be heard and valued. So these are essential to be very happy at work. Studies show that if you get along with your supervisor and you have friends at work, that you usually do love your work and it's a pleasure to go to work every day. If you're not feeling pleasure at work, you really need to re-examine. And very often in my office, people that come to me for life coaching, we put together a whole resume package and remarket you and get you back out to that dream job that you really want. So people skills, collaboration, communication, and conflict management skills, very essential, the 3 C's, to be successful at work. I suggest you spend 20 minutes a day, even if you have to get there early, to build relationships. That could be answer a LinkedIn, a Facebook, asking someone for coffee in the corporation, or say, I haven't seen you for a while, do you want to do lunch? That's really important, just 20 minutes. Show appreciation and use your manner words. I teach this all the time. So many people get lazy, especially with those that they either love, their kids, or their coworkers. They drop the manner words. They are please, thank you, may I, excuse me, and you're welcome. I want to add another one, I'm sorry. Use them often. It shows humility, it shows strength of character. Be positive and make sure you manage your moods. Have strong boundaries. You don't want to engage in office gossip, politics, or any bullying of coworkers. If you are being bullied, it's essential you go to your supervisor and ask for a mutual meeting. And you're not looking to be adversarial, you're looking to be cooperative, calm and confident, and say, I really want to get along with you, I don't understand what's going on. One step prior to going to a supervisor, you could ask this person out for lunch and say, we haven't really had time to really get to know each other. I'd love to have coffee with you sometime. And then ask them, tell me about you. Do you have kids? Tell me how long you've been living in Florida. And just strike up a conversation and be friendlier. I used to tell my kids in the schools, be a friend first, and they'll be friends back to you. Funny, when I first moved down here in April, I didn't know a soul. So everyone's there, well, what are you doing? I said, I'm going out, I'm saying hello to people, I'm going to chamber events, I go out by myself, I say, hey, how you doing? Sometimes making the first move makes all the difference in the world. Active listening, teamwork. You don't want to compete, you want to be part of a team. It's okay to have your original ideas that you want to present to your supervisor. But when there is a promotion within an organization, they often look at who can be the team player. Be emotionally intelligent for yourself and others, and in dealing with difficult people. It's very important that you know your job description and responsibilities. You don't push off your paperwork or chores to anybody else. If they try to do that to you, you have to have boundaries and speak up for yourself. This is someone that shouldn't be doing that. They're doing it a couple times. Go to supervision. Be willing to help and share, and be approachable. Sometimes people want to talk too much, and when I'm focused on my work, I like to get my work done. So I can say, listen, I'll be glad to give you 15 minutes at the end of the day, or how about we have lunch tomorrow and we can talk about this a little more. Sorry, I've got some deadlines to meet. So you can be firm and friendly, but still to the point. Keep calm and confident if there's any conflicts. The art of negotiation is very important. You want to focus at work, don't bring your personal issues to work. That's what your therapist or your coach is for. Very important that you stay balanced and focused. And you want to consciously monitor your behavior at all times and your communication style. You want to be someone everyone likes and respects. And communication skills, most people don't know this. The best communication skills is a balance. It's an ebb and a flow. You say something, they say something. You say something, they say something. And you want to consciously monitor that. Because if you're sitting there and having a conversation with them and it's all them, it can be either too much energy drain, it can be too offensive, or it can feel like a lecturing style. So at work, this is really important. In love relationships, if you have someone that's really high energy and someone that's low energy, and you're real heavy and they're more of a peaceful, calm person, you're going to turn them off and they're going to shut down. I'm working with a family right now where the wife is extremely talkative and very high-pitched and energized, but to the point of we've got a very soft-spoken husband, and the daughter models after the father, soft-spoken. So we have the teen hiding out in her room because she doesn't want to deal with mom. She does a hand up. And the father, all weekend, is, escaping into his football. So the wife is still upset. She's not getting any communication, and she's doing the wrong thing. She's talking at them. They're escaping. This goes in any relationships in your life to monitor communication skills. Tips for upper management, there's 6 of them. The manager has quite a unique job. He's the middle guy that has to keep the employees happy and the corporate guys happy. It's a very stressful position to be in because you're wearing the 2 hats. You have to have happy employees, a productive team, and a successful corporation. Because if you don't have it, then you lose your position. So it starts with working with your bottom people. You have to be able to listen to your employees and hear their side of the story. You want to validate their opinions. Very important that you're approachable. You're not only sitting in your office behind a closed door, you're walking the hallways a little bit, you're saying hello, how's your day going? You want to know a little bit about their family, if they have a sick mom, how's your mom doing? The general care and concern for people that work with you is imperative. Be proactive to ensure minimal office conflict. So if you're out there, you're going to feel the environment of your employees. See conflict as a chance to fix a problem and negotiate a win-win. So you want to do that with your employee. Hear them out, acknowledge your feelings. Nobody's feelings are wrong. Doesn't mean it's going to correct the situation, but then say, well, how do you think we can fix this? You have a couple solutions. You want to do what's best for the good of the company. And if you have 2 people that is really intense, I would bring in a third party as witness to the negotiation. In my book, I talk about a work balance, and I say picture an equilateral triangle, 3 equal sides. In the corporate relationship, the one side is the company, the upper management. The other is sales and marketing or promotion of the product. And the other is the employees or the creators of the product. All 3 must be in balance. All 3 must have mutual respect and trust because it's a relationship. If the corporate people don't respect the employees aren't going to work hard for the corporate profit. If the employees make a lousy product, the sales and marketing team can't promote it. They all are really interdependent on each other, and it's important that they know that. It's interesting how much they're learning from their frontline people. And you want to talk to them often because they are the people making the product. They'll see the mistakes. The salespeople know why it's not selling or a different promotional idea. Get ideas from them. I always say with suggestion box, encourage that, and if you use a suggestion, they get a reward. So there's constant input. Comes over then to your life balance. In my book, I describe there's work, your partner and your family, and then yourself. These also have to be in balance. If you focus too much time on your children and not enough on your partner, or you focus too much time on work and don't give any time to your partner, a lot of women go to work, help their kids, clean the house, cook the food, so by the time it comes to self, they've got 0 time. And then their man are wondering, why do you not want to make love? What's the matter with you? Why are you depressed? Why are you anxious? There's no self-time. There's no down, there's no balance. So if you're feeling anxious in any area of your life, your triangle is out of sorts. You have to consciously monitor. So if you're feeling stressed, it's like, okay, what am I not having enough time for? Do I not have enough time for personal growth, working out, enough time with my partner to enjoy my life and have fun with? Am I doing too much work or not enough work? Questions on that first section? Okay, good.